What are we gonna do today, y'all? Mixed media masterboards. My apron. Here we go. Here. Okay. Mixed media masterboard. Oh, I missed it. Hey, everybody! Happy Thursday, as Robin says. I think I have hair in my face here. So glad to have you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Thursday, April 30th at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Say hello in the chat. Love to know that you're here. If you have a question, put it in all caps. I'll do my best to answer it, or Robin may see it and she will take a note of it or re-ask. If I don't see it, please ask again because sometimes the chat will move pretty quick. I do have a raffle that I've opened up right off the bat for 200 junk bucks, and Robin will nudge, remind me to pick that winner here in just a little bit. And those junk bucks are virtual currency that you earn while you're watching. It's kind of a way for me to thank you. Once you get to 2,000 junk bucks, you can redeem them for a $10 off coupon. And it's easy to earn the junk bucks just by being here. You can get them from playing the in-chat games and also by making donations. Set this aside. I do have a couple of journals that I made. I kept the covers relatively simple this time, but I have used some All About Robin journal pages, and then I had some of my mop-up papers that I saved, and I just kind of just played, made a few pages, that I could use in this journal. I got some new little notepads. These little tear off notepads. I went to Dollar Tree. I haven't been in well over a month, probably a month and a half, maybe even 2 months since I've been. And they happen to have a whole bunch of colors. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different pads in different colors. And I was having fun just kind of using them in this journal. So I made 2 little journals. If we get donations of $35, we'll give away one. If we get $70, then I will give away 2 journals. I wanted to kind of flip through that really fast. And the other one is pretty similar. It may have different background pages, but they're pretty much the same, just a different cover on there. Hey, Connie. Hey, Karen. Robin and Peggy. Hello, Peggy and Cynthia and Jennifer and Robin, of course. Robin's my official note taker. She'll take notes throughout the live stream. If you have a question regarding an order, please use my website, lindaisrael.com. Use the contact me form to give me your message or question or update. I've got a couple of messages that I've responded to. I've got a few more I need to look into. What does that mean? Did I win something? Let's see. What else? I don't know what you mean. How now? What does it mean? Did I win something? I don't know, Cynthia. I was just saying hello to everybody. Hello, Candia. Welcome. What else? When you make a donation, you also get a digital downloads or get some digital downloads from my shop. I can't get my words together just yet. And also, you get a discount on orders from my shop. So today we're going to kind of continue on what we did last week, which was making some mixed media master boards. I made this one live last week. I scanned it into my computer so you can kind of see a little bit of the difference into it. We will do some more decorating on this page and cut it up. Oh, thank you, Robin, so much for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we also made a second mixed media master board. And that one I cut up and made corner tuck spots. This was on a tag. Made these into little tags from the same master board. Made a belly band. This little strip here is from that master board that we made last week. And then on this side, we made these little strips for pockets and made these little journal cards as well. There's a lot you can do with these master boards when you make them. I have a whole stack of them here. I was digging around in my stash and I found these. So I have this one. It looks like I cut a heart or something or shape out of it. I've punched circles out of my master board to use on places. These I colored or stamped embossed with gold or silver embossing powders. And then here's a strip that I put together that could be a belly band or a bookmark, or I sometimes make a 8x10 artwork and I'll put this in there and I'll put a saying to the side of it. So it's just kind of a way to use up scraps and bits and pieces. So I'm going to squish this over here. I don't think there's anything in there. I don't know. I was just trying to show y'all different ways of making these. So if you don't know what I did last week, I'll kind of recap it. I had scraps of paper. I glued them using my glue pot to another book page. You could use cardstock. You can use junk mail, whatever you have on hand. I just like using book pages because I like to be thin when I first start out. If I know I'm going to use it as a junk journal element, I can glue this onto a piece of cardstock later. So I went ahead and just made a couple of these, and I thought what we would do is kind of do some stenciling using my little gel plate. So this is a part of the petites that you get a set of 3, and then this is like a 4-inch round, and I thought we'd kind of play with those a little bit to get some patterning. So let's just do that, and then we'll come back to this one later and we'll do some stamping on it and stenciling on these as well. All right, let's see what we've got here. No questions at the moment. Hey, Kim, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Marianne and Rhonda. and Robin. I appreciate Robin's help. She is a great support to me. All right, so here's what I've got. I went ahead and I just kind of collaged Frankenpage style. You could tear it like I showed on this one. The elements are torn and put on there. These I actually just kind of butted them up against each other to cover it, so I got a lot of interest in texture. Don't feel that you have to do it one way or the other. Do what you like. Do it makes you happy, okay? There's no wrong way to do this. Now, you may end up using weird products together and they react, so you just kind of have to be aware of that. But generally, if you're liking what you're doing, just keep doing it, okay? Thank you, Jennifer, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me grab a couple of colors of paint. Let's see here. I've got this hyacinth and citrus. I've got a purple. I don't know if this is any good, but there's a darker purple. And then I have a small bottle of this teal. So I'm just kind of shaking it up a little bit. Yeah, I am planning a gel print workshop here in Yukon, Oklahoma on May the 23rd. We had originally scheduled it back in March, but because of the coronavirus, we had to push it forward. And then, of course, when they went ahead and closed this down for the month of April, so I pushed it forward again. So yeah, if you want to come, do come and check that out. Robin just shared the link. All right, so what I've got here is I've got my little petite gel plate, and I thought what we'd do is kind of decorate this, and then we can stamp it in different areas, and we're going to get little blocks of color. That's the theory, right? We shall see how Linda can execute this. So I'm going to start with, I've got a stencil club here. I just realized I did not clean it the last time I used it with my Distress Oxides, and I don't want it to react with the paint, so I've got my Thieves Cleaner here in a spray bottle, and I've got a towel, so I'm just going to rub over that to kind of help move any of that Distress Oxide off. Okay. Put that aside. I'm going to put this over here for just a moment so I can work on this little guy. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm kind of looking at the patterns, and I think I like it. I'm kind of centering the pattern on here, and I'm going to put this one down. Let's put it down with, let's do this teal color. And I'm going to use another palette for my paint. So I'm just going to put a little bit of paint over here. And I've got a small brayer. And I'm going to put that across. All right, so there is that stencil design right on there, okay? Now, if I want, I can go immediately and stamp this over here. If you may like this technique a little better if you have a problem trying to use the stencil directly onto your page. So see how that turned out? And I'm just going to do it again a couple more times. I may have some crusty bits. That's okay. Kind of. I don't really use these little gel plates very often. I forget about them. So I thought, well, maybe y'all would like to see a way of doing this on the pages. You like that so far? Squeaky brayer, yeah. It's an inexpensive brayer that I've had for a long time. All right, I'm just kind of lining it back up. There's still a little bit of paint on there. Squeaky brayer. You like that? Okay, so I'm just going to kind of go like that. Let's do another one down here. So again, I'm just going to put this on. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put my stencil in the water. This is from the, what was that, April Stencil Club, if I remember correctly. All right. All right, so now I've got some patterning on here. I'm going to go ahead and finish my brayering here. I've got a few book pages. I thought I had them all torn out already, but apparently they were not. I'm just going to clean off my gel plate. All right, so I'm just using that to clean it off. And of course now I've got ink on my arm, or paint on my arm. That happens all the time. And I'll just throw this aside. I may use it somewhere else. Now I've got this guy. So let's see, what can we do? Let's do this citrus green as the next color. And let's find a different stencil pattern. Oh, I like this stencil. This is one of my favorites. It's from a different stencil club. And let's put it where we get more of this diamond area. You like that? Is that kind of cool? It's just something a little different. Oh, I got way too much paint. That you can do with these little minis. So if you don't have the great big 12 by 12 and you're like, oh, I love how this turns out, but I don't have that, I can't afford it, it's way too big for my studio space, then look at these little minis. I think they're kind of cool. So I'm going to go over here. Like that. It's real faint. It's a lighter color, but it's there. And I'm going to go ahead and line up my stencil with where it was. It's kind of making your own rubber stamp images too. Everybody's quiet. We are watching. Linda's stencils are addicting, Rhonda says. Thank you. They are fun, I think. I've tried to make patterns that I thought go well together in our journals that we like to use, or mixed media art that you want to create. And I think I'll put this one kind of overlap. Maybe we'll do something up here. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and ink it up or paint it up. It's one of these that you just keep going, layering it up over and over again. Maybe right here. Like that. You like that so far? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and throw this stencil in the water. And I'm going to get a couple of pieces of paper. And I got too much paint on this little gel plate, so I'm just going to coat a scrap of paper that I can use later on. So this is another way to alter paper, that maybe it's a book page or something like that. Well, you can take a brayer, you can take a old gift card and scrape the paint on. And I like doing this so that I can just have a variety of painted papers that I can use. Alright, so the gel plate is almost ready. I'm going to go ahead and put a pattern into it. And then I'm going to stamp this. I just used the Romantic Swirl stamp, so I've got that cleaned off. Alright, I'm going to put this back over here. And this over here. So what do you think of that gel plate printing? You always seem to grab the big one. Well, see, now you kind of got an idea of something that you can do with the little one. You know, if you want just a little pattern on something, grab one of those little ones. All I'm just kind of cleaning my brayer off. All right, so the paint should be somewhat dry on here, but I want to make sure it's really dry. I do plan to stamp over the top of this. So I don't want my ink pad to get muddy because of the paint. No wet paint. All right. All right. I'm looking at the chat. Now you need the mini ones, Rhonda? All right, so I've got some archival ink in black, and I've got, I haven't used this one in a while. This is called the Iron, oh, I don't have the sticker anymore. I think it's Iron Works, Iron something. And I'm going to stamp this. Oh yeah, I kind of like that pattern. So I'm just going to kind of come in here and just find a few places where I want to put it. I'm going to rotate my paper and do it in different angles. And I'm okay if it doesn't get completely stamped all the way. You know, if you just have a slight image, it just gives it a neat texture underneath. What else we got here? Let's do, I had a butterfly. There it is. I've got this large butterfly. And these stamps are from Beeline Designs. All right, and I'm going to stamp this in different directions. So kind of like that. Maybe right here. And let's go right there. Maybe we'll put this one upside down. You never know what you're going to need, you know. And I'm going to put one over here, kind of going off. All right, so we're kind of adding a few layers. We need something here in the middle. How about maybe the rose, the Bella Rose? I'm going to do the Bella Rose. Okay, ink that up. Let's put it right there. Maybe over here. And let's go right there. Off the page a little. And off the page over there. Maybe right here. Okay, just kind of putting patterning all the way around on here. So I think now what I want to do is I want to stamp over the top of this with some embossing ink and embossing powders. So let me think what, we'll do this one. I like this stamp. This is the postcard collage. I'm going to get my ink. I just use a Versamark pad. I want the one that's dirty because I don't really care. So that's my dirty pad. And it only matters if you're going to stamp in clear. You want to keep your pad clean. So don't always clean your rubber stamps before you use it on your embossing type pad. And this I'm using the Watermark. Let's see here. Ironworks. Okay. Well, yeah, large and small. Good. Thank you for picking those both up. I forgot I had the large too. There's really no need to buy paper with this idea. Yeah, exactly, Jennifer. You don't have to buy any paper. You know, just using the book pages, we could stop right there. And wouldn't that be a beautiful cover if you mounted it onto another piece of paper? You could cut it up now, but we're not done yet. So we're going to do some embossing. And I think I'm going to do it in, let's do it in gold. So I've got some gold embossing powder here. Set this over here. Got my ink pad. Got the postcard collage. I'm trying to see if I usually have a spoon. Oh, here's one. I have a little spoon that I use to help spread the embossing powder. And if you have a bunch of different colors, this is a great way to use that embossing powder. I used to make a lot of greeting cards over the years. And so I have a whole drawer full. Actually, I have 2 drawerfuls of embossing powders. So I try to use them whenever I can. And we may do that. We may kind of have a opaque finish. Denim. That says denim. We might use that. I may do some of the gold and then do some of the denim with something different. Or maybe even this blue. All right, we may do that. We'll try. So you want to ink up your stamp really well. And know that if your fingers are sticky, if there's anything sticky on here, the embossing powder will stick to it. Which may not be a bad thing, but I want you to be aware of that. You can treat the paper before you stamp if you want to prevent any of that stickiness from happening. And I'm going to go this way. I'm going to do a couple of areas right off the bat and come back in, and then I'll stamp some more. So I'm just going to use my little spoon. In fact, the ink from the jet black ink in some areas is sticking. The powder is sticking to it. Alright, so you kind of see where it's kind of attaching itself to the images. I'm just kind of tapping it a little bit. Here, there's a little bit of wet, so it's going to stick to that. So let's use our heat tool and emboss this. Yeah, if you're wanting to get fingerprints, you want to use something like the Perfect crafting pouch. Use that all over your page, and then you can put it a little bit on your hands as well, and then start attacking your paper, and you won't get the fingerprints. But what I like about doing it on a mixed media project, I mean, it doesn't hurt it. It just adds a little more texture. Thank you, Rhonda, for your donation. If you're going to do a lot of embossing, you want to make sure that you're not over it, breathing in the fumes. I don't care what brand of embossing powder you use. It's not a natural thing for us to be over the top of it while we're breathing. If you're going to do a lot, sometimes when I was making like wedding invitations, I was doing 200 greeting cards, I would wear a mask to help keep those fine particles being breathed in. You like this, Robin? Thank you. I haven't done embossing in a while, mainly because it takes so much time. I am an instant gratification type person, if y'all haven't figured that out yet. Occasionally I'll sit down and spend the time to do the more complex things. I'm going to drink. Hello, Bonnie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I didn't figure y'all needed to see me take the time to glue the papers down that I could just get going in it. You see that so far? You see where this sparkle? And it's okay where this kind of clumped up. It just adds a little texture to it. All right, I'm going to do this a couple more times, I think, with the gold. And then we will find a different stamp, and we'll do it in a blue, I think. I'm just kind of filling in where I think I want that texture. Maybe right here. Okay. Dip it in the powder again. I started putting my embossing powders in tubs many, many years ago. So I have one for black and silver, the more common colors, because it was so much easier to do it this way than to always have to have a catch tray. I could just use the container as the catch tray. If you do a lot of traveling, you might want to just stick with the catch tray and the jars because it doesn't take up as much room. And I always get it all over my desk too. Let's fix this. I just saw I had a couple of butterflies here. Alright, so let's emboss this. We'll check it, but I think I'm done with the gold embossing. Okay. You like how it got into lines? Yeah, it's kind of cool where it kind of picks those little areas, right? Yeah, heat tool, not a hair dryer. A heat tool gets a lot hotter, depending on the brand that you get. I mean, it could be, 1,000 degrees. But I use the Heat It tool by Ranger Ink. I think now they're in black. Mine's an older one. I've had it for a long time. When they first came out is when I got this one. I got it because it's so much quieter than my other heat tool. I think I have a Marby, I think, down here. Well, I can't get the drawer open. It's not cooperating. I think. Okay, here we go. I was trying to figure out where is the other spot. I like using stamps that are good background stamps to begin with for this embossing technique because it just turns out really cool. Alright, I think I've got this one. So now let's find, I'm going to clean my stamp off because when you use the water mark, it's really kind of gooey. So I'm just kind of cleaning it with a little bit of the thieves cleaner in my finger. And then I'll just rub it off on my towel. It is quiet, isn't it, Kathy? Yes, you can mix different brands of embossing powders, Amanda. Just know that if you put down a layer of embossing powder and you heat it, and then you put down a different color, different layer, and you heat it, if you are in one spot too long, your first layer of embossing powder will kind of melt down into your page. You want to do it carefully so that you don't melt it down there. I'm okay with it kind of melting down in there. It'll make it a little bit smoother. All right, so let's do... I'm trying to see what other pattern that I might like. Maybe. Wonder if we were to do these flowers in a dark blue. Maybe this shade of blue on there. Let's see how this looks. If we don't like it, it's okay. It's just paper. All right, so I'm going to go... Let's go right here. And I don't have a tray for this one, so I'm grabbing a sheet of paper. And I will sprinkle that over. You see that on there? I think I'm going to like it. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp this a couple more times. Just kind of giving it some more texture. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put some embossing powder on here. Sometimes I don't remember where I stamp, so I've got to coat it a little bit and check it. Check your work! Alright, I'm going to kind of put some of this back in the container. And embossing powder can be messy. And I think I'm going to put one right here. Like that. Oh, thank you, Cynthia, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like the blue. That blue, it does pop, doesn't it? Okay, I think we'll do it here. A little bit more. Alright, put up the embossing powder, because if you use your heat tool right over it, it will do two things. It will blow everywhere and it will melt on your surface. You want to use a protective surface whenever you're using embossing powder. If you're doing a lot and you're trying to be in a hurry and you don't want to have to use as much heat, put a piece of aluminum foil behind your piece. And the heat will transfer through the paper on the back side. So basically you'll start melting the embossing powder from top and bottom. Yeah, don't sneeze on your embossing powder. Do not ask how I know, Robin says. Alright, so do you want me to go ahead and make this into something? Or do you want me to do another background? I'm asking now. I've got a couple more things I want to do to this before I use it. But I wanted to find out, are you ready for me to make something? Seriously, don't do it. Don't sneeze. Alright, so let's see. There's a spot there. Sometimes I can't see if it's ready. Most embossing powders will be somewhat glossy when it's done. But if you keep heating it, it will become dull and it'll just melt down into the paper. Yeah, masks are good. Yeah. Thank you, Janice, for your donation. Thank you so much. The little tips. If you have a tip, share it with us. If there's something that you've done and you're like, don't try this. And if you have a YouTube channel, please speak up in the chat and say, hey, I have a YouTube channel. All right. Robin says, yes, please make something. All right. I think one more thing that I want to do is I don't want it to have so much white space. So I'm going to get a Tattered Angels. This is so artsy. It's kind of a pale teal. Yeah. I got lavender vibe. Let's do lavender vibe first. So I'm just going to spritz it. And you see it just kind of changes the color just a little bit. And it'll add shimmer to the whole page. I did this last after the stamping because the embossing powder would stick to it. I think that's good. I'm going to dry this. Hi, Jamie. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, I'm going to clean off my desk a little bit because I've got stamped images and whatnot on here. And then we'll cut this up and make it into something. Do you want a whole scrapbook, a junk journal page, or do you want tags and little journaling cards? I think I want to do journaling cards because I don't have a lot made right now. I've used them or I've given them away. Let's make some journal cards. Thank you, Amanda Dawn, for your donation. Thank you, Jamie. You love it? You love how that's coming together? All right, so let's see. I've got a teal color cardstock we could use for the foundation. I see some lime green. Let's see. Or zombie green. It may be too green if we were to do that. Or we could do it this way. Which do you prefer? Or I can do tags and cards is my vote, Robin says. And you see my logo on my apron. Okay. What do I have here? Let's fix my chair. You love it? You love it, Jamie? Thank you. If y'all haven't already. Thank you, Jamie. Jennifer says both colors. Go ahead and enter the raffle. It's for 200 junk bucks. What if we were to do something like, oh good, if we were to have just a touch of the green where there's not as much. I hear blue, blue, blue. All right, we're going to do the blue. Robin doesn't want the blue. Some of us like the lime green, Cynthia says. Blue. Everybody says blue. All right, I'm going to set the green aside. All right, so we're going to put this on here. We're going to make journal cards and tags. This is approximately an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So we can make where the whole image, if you want, is on here. You could cut it into strips. I think what I want to do is I'm going to cut this up into about 6 pieces. I'm going to dry it just a little bit more. Robin says, throw that green out. Yeah, how you can do the swap in the group to make your own. All right, so we got a page, and I'm trying to decide, do I want to, yeah, I'm just going to cut it up. So I'm going to get my paper cutter out, and let's see here. If I cut this at about 3 1/4. And then I may cut this one in half to be, or smaller than half. Let's do this. I'm just going to do pieces off of it. So that'll be 3 inches. Because see, that could be used. See how that came up together? I've got this piece here. And I may leave this one. I don't know. Let's see. If I were to cut this at 3 inches. Okay, so we're getting little pieces out of this. We said journal cards and tags, so I'm not going to make any tuck spots with it. Throw the green. Thank you, Mary, for your donation. Thank you so very much, and hello. All right, so I'm kind of looking at this, and I'm thinking, oh, we'll get a strip like that. It's almost 3.5 inches. I'm going to cut that to 3 inches. Are you seeing how this is coming together into little pieces? And I'm just saying the sizes just so you kind of get an idea that I'm not being consistent. I'm just cutting up pieces. And I think we're going to go like that. And 3 inches. I should have made them all the same because it's going to be harder to back it. But we like a challenge, right? Now you could have backed it with a piece of cardstock. I've just got multiple layers of what I call text weight paper in this. I'm keeping my paper cutter out because I'm going to cut up the cardstock pieces in just a moment. Oh, you got to put the groceries away. All right, did everybody get in on the raffle? I got to do that now. Did you get in on the raffle? I have some wonderful prizes that were sent to me. And what did I do with it? Oh, here we go. So we'll do this next. Okay, so let's pick the winner of the raffle. I'm going to do this last. No ice cream. Just got ice cream sandwiches. Well, you don't want those to melt. Don't want those to melt. I saw Henry bought me some Oreo cookies the other day, and I have not opened them yet. I'm trying to be really good. I prefer to eat my Oreo cookies dipped in milk. How do you like your cookies? All right, let's see if everybody... Rhonda got in the raffle. Sarah got in the raffle. I'm giving you just a little bit longer. How do you like to eat your cookies? You eat it with tea or coffee? Just a glass of water? Dunk them in the milk? Already had one for dinner, Barb? Oh my goodness, eat your dessert first! All right, let's see who's got 200 junk bucks. And the winner is... Karen. Karen got 200 junk bucks. I'll add that to your account. And when you get to 2,000, you can redeem those for a coupon code. So let's reset this. And this is for a tag from Cynthia Dossett. So we're going to give away this little tag that Cynthia made. It looks like she's probably used some junk mail and she covered it with some scrapbook paper. She's got a doily that she's tinted, or it may already have been tinted. It's not sparkly, so I'm not sure what she used to color it. She's got a little button up here for the tag topper that she stapled, so it's not going to come off. And she's got probably a digital image here and here. And this is a word from Calico Collage, and she's kind of done this fancy decorative stitch all the way around. So that will be our next raffle, is for this tag from Cynthia. She should have signed them, Cynthia. Yes, junk mail. Okay, I thought so. See, I'm pretty good at that. You can pretty much send me a photo. Oh, spread peanut butter in the middle. Oh my goodness, Cynthia, that sounds just sinful. I will look at somebody's project and I'll go, okay, well, here's what I would do. I would layer this first. I would cut that and put it together. So it's kind of cool. Well, thank you, Cynthia, for getting your coupon code. I'll get you sent out to you. All right, so I've got all these pieces. I already put my paper cutter away, but I want to kind of look at this and think maybe if I just cut some pages, and we'll do some rubber stamping. So these were not the same height. I should have made them all the same height, but like a dork. And these two are the same. Those are the same. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. All right, so these are pretty much the same height, and these are the same height. So looking at my piece of paper, if I were to put these on here, I could make a nice little border around them, okay? So I'm just going to look at this and say, this piece is about 3 3/4. So if I were to do a 4 1/4 piece, it gives us a nice little border, okay? So I'm just going to do 4 1/4. And then I'm going to rotate this around. And I'm going to go ahead and cut these pieces. So this was 3 inches. So if I do 3 1/2, that'll give me a little border. And I can turn it this way. You can see the butterfly in the background. So that would be a card that we can do. So now I've got this one. And I'm going to do the same thing. It is 3 inches. So 3 1/2 is what I'm going to do. And that will go on there. It's sinfully good. That's terrible, Cynthia. I'm going to have to say, Henry, buy some ice cream sandwiches. Maybe what we'll do, this piece is 4 1/4 by 4 inches. And maybe what we'll do is just kind of put it on here at the bottom and have this larger area. Since this is ripped, maybe we'll rip that one. How's that? As an idea. All right, so these are about 3 1/4 for the most part. I'm kind of making sure. 3. That one's 3 inches. That one's 3 1/2 inches. Okay. So about 3 1/2 inches. So if I were to do 4 inches on here, and then rotate this, and then just basically cut these to be whatever size. So this is 2 1/2. So if I go out to 3, I have that piece. Hey Karen, welcome! Alright, so this piece is 3 inches. So if I go to 3 1/2, okay, and then I have this piece left over, and I'm just going to put it right in the middle. I think that's going to look good. We could do the green on there. It's possible. All right, we're going to do 4 inches. And I should be able to get 3 more journaling cards out of all of this mess. So that's 3. So we're going to go 3 1/2. I like cutting things on the actual half mark or quarter or whatever, because it's easier for me to decipher how much paper I need. Thank you, Karen, for your donation. Thank you, Karen Owens, for your donation. Queen City Arts, Karen, thank you. And Mary Jones, and Amanda Dawn, and Janice, and Cynthia, Rhonda, Jennifer, and Robin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You so glad I went with the blue? You like it? So this is about 3. So let's do 3 1/2. So that will go together. And then this piece will go, I think we'll just do it like that, where it's down the side. Maybe we'll do some stamping on there. Alright, so I'm going to kind of treat these as one at a time as I put them together. I'm just stacking them the way that I want to put them together. And let's just start with this one right off the bat. So let me get a scrap of paper, because I don't want to stamp on my desk directly. So I'm going to put that there. And we've already put some distress rings around this piece. Let's go ahead and do the outer card. I didn't bring my sewing machine in. I had thought about it, but didn't. So maybe we'll do something. Let's stamp like we're stitching it down. So I've got one of the 4 from the Shabby Stitches, and I'm going to stamp it right on the edges. So it'll give the appearance of stitches, but we didn't go to the sewing machine. Alright, so I like that. I'm trying to see if there's any really direction to this, but I think something like that so far. And what if we use the diamond bar? Oh, thank you, Mariana. Thank you so much. And welcome. This is the diamond bar. Just add green, Karen says. Gotta add the green. Alright, so I'm going to stamp down the side here. About like that. And you see how that come together so far? Let's go ahead and glue that down. And then I'm going to find a little word phrase. I need to make some more. I made some, sold them, so I've got to make some more. Alright, so we got that piece. Let me get some words. I've got, they're white words on ivory, I think is the name of them. Venture of Ways. And what if we did, it kind of blends in. I think we put it over there. Alright, so let's put some distress inks on there. So I have these words that I typed up and printed and then cut with my silhouette. So if you don't have little words like that, and if you have those cutters, you can do your own, or you can order some from me, or you can buy them from other people as well. Some people will even go in and will cut up books for the phrase. You know, you find the Jane Austen novels that has a quote that you like, and you just cut it out of that book page, and then highlight it or whatever. People cut out titles from magazines. I don't get magazines. I don't get the newspaper. I don't really get a lot of things coming to my home anymore. I have enough things in this room. The envelope opened in the mail, Mariana, and I have put in a request with the Postal Service that if they come across it, they will send it to me. All right, what do you think? Just simple like that. I kind of like that. Let's see what we can do here. So this one, let's go ahead and do the distress ink all the way around. I think I'm going to do something a little different here. I saw those. Where are they? Ha! I got this little stack of cardstock. I'm going to see how this looks, if I like it. So I've got the butterfly stamp that we're going to use, but I'm trying to decide if I want to do it in a different color. Let's do it in blue. Yeah, I've got Blueprint Sketch. I think that's what I'm going to use. So here's what I'm going to do. It's kind of a antique old paper look to it. And I'm going to use Blueprint Sketch. I'm going to stamp it on here. I think I can get it out of the bottom here. Okay. And I'm going to take some Tattered Angels. And let's dry this. Yeah, we all have enough things, I think, sometimes. Alright, so I've got the large butterfly. And I think I'm trying to decide if I want to fussy cut it out or just tear it. I may try tearing it. Let's see what happens. I got a little close to the edge, so I gotta really be careful. There we go. So what if we were to do something? I don't like it. It's not the right size. Maybe on this one, if we were to put it like that. Sometimes you can change your mind, y'all. Yeah, hunting for bargain supplies. Yes. Yeah, it is time to use it, Carol. Get it out and use it and enjoy it. And that's what I did. I had purchased things myself over the years. I made greeting cards and sold them. Whenever I sold and made a profit, whatever profit that was, would go back into buying more card making supplies and tools. And I'm a big tool owner. I have the Spellbinders die cutting system, the old Sizzix, the Big Shot Pro, the Tim Holtz Electric Sizzix. I have a Gemini. I have tons of dies from different companies. I have paper punches and decorative scissors. And I have a lot of other things that were given to me. So it's kind of crazy when I look at the stash, how much is in here that I have purchased or has been given to me. Someone posted about how many paper pads do you own, and I have no idea. One of my friends stopped by and I said, that's a paper pad stack, there's a paper pad, these are paper pads, those are paper pads. And I was like, those are paper pads, that's paper pads, there's some paper pads up there, there's some paper pads over there, and there's some paper pads over here. So get it out and use that stuff. And I think I'm going to put this up there, and this piece I'm going to put, I'm trying to decide if I want it to kind of float off the other one. And maybe we'll put a word phrase. That's what we'll do. We'll put a word phrase down here. So I think it needs something else. I'm looking at, oh, I know what. And Robin just loves it when I use it. Cheesecloth! And guess what color I'm going to color it? Just guess what color I'm going to use. That's not the right one. Where is it? I got to find it first. Guess. Oh, no, come on. I know I have some. That's the wrong shade. Ah, found it. Ha, 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 ha. Robin's going to be going, no! You extra spoiled yourself for your birthday? Awesome! I think I know that because you bought a few things. All right. That's always green, Terry. You got it. First one. Yeah, paper collector. I know. Here comes the lime green. Good Lord, not cheesecloth again. It's a poor man's lace. Because it's so cheap. It's funny as I have 2 or 3 of them, and right now I can only find one package. All right, we'll dry that. You are mean! Just for Robin, because she doesn't like it. It's a little bit more golden green, because it's got a lot of gold in this. It's Blarney. Blarney is the color. Just not lime green. Well, it's Blarney. It's not lime green. Kissing the Blarney stone. Lime green. Poor man. You like that, Robin? You like the pattern it makes on the paper? Isn't that cool? And that's just a mop-up paper. So I'll just take a whole stack of them and set them aside. Okay, I think I like that. I don't need a lot, but I want a little snippet. So, do I want to put it where it just kind of peeks out? Maybe? Yeah, like that. And let's see, what else? Let's put a word phrase maybe. Oh, and let's use the some of the swirl stamps, the curly swirly stamps. Who's ordered the curly swirly stamps? There's only a few of you that's purchased them. They're kind of fun. Okay, we're going to use those. And let's see what we've got. Embrace the chaos. How's that? What if we do that? Okay. It's just an ugly color. Well, lime green is almost close to peridot green. And that's my birth color, birthstone. Yeah, a little bit goes a long way. You don't need a lot, right? Just a little bitty piece. And then we'll put this down here. So I'm going to glue these pieces together. Glue them down. Glue them down. by making that masterboard, oopsie, making that masterboard out of, junk that I had, my rubber stamp images and embossing powder and stencils, I've made my own pattern paper. So if you buy scrapbook paper, you only have one or two sheets, but you don't have anything that matches that you want it to match, well, get out your paint and try painting some papers to match the color scheme of your scrapbook paper. They are awesome. You love them? Good. I'm glad you like him. It's telling you to come to me live. Yeah, I think so too, Barb. I checked it and it sent me a notification that it was leaving Chicago International and that depending on where it was going, the U.S. Postal Service wouldn't have any more tracking of it. Let's do that. You need to order the curly swirly stamps here. I get a little bit. You see how this is curled? But generally, I just kind of rub it over the edge of my desk. I'm just kind of rubbing it until it goes flat. So if you're thinking this is the desk, you just kind of do like that, and it gets the fibers back. And then I don't worry about it. I hardly get any buckling. I may set... There it is. So here's where I kind of collaged these pieces, and it may curve just a little bit because that's just the nature of the sizing. It shrinks the paper just a little bit. But I don't put a lot down. I use a very small amount. All right, do I want to do this? Let's stamp this first, right about here. And then this can go above it like that. How's that? Yeah. Hope that answered. Well, thank you for the idea. You're welcome. Glad you like my idea. Let's put that right there. You like that? All right, so there's another card made. So we've got 2 cards so far. We got a theme. We have a theme. Repeating the butterflies. The flight of the butterflies. How did that go? Yes, buckling means handmade, and I love handmade thingies. I'm with you there, Rhonda. Robin. I don't know why I said Rhonda, because I was looking at Rhonda's message. Robin. If you haven't already entered the raffle. Alright, so this one, it's going to fill up more of the space, so it's going to be pretty easy. So what if we, I'm looking around. Let's see what I have in here. I have these microscope slide images that Norella makes. That looks kind of interesting. What if we were to take that and put this over the top of it? What do you think? You like that idea? I'm trying to make each one of these just slightly different than the last, if that helps. Just for variety. Oh, I like that butterfly. I think it could go over there. Alright. Yeah, if you don't use very much glue, take the nozzle off of, and some sell the Aleene's with this nozzle, but the Easy Squeeze Clear Tacky Gel has this smaller nib that you can use, and I store mine upside down. Also, if your paint is too runny, open the lid for a little bit at a time to kind of dry it out. If it's too thick, add just a little bit of water. But you don't need a lot. You just want a small amount that you put on there. Let's see. Oh, majestic. What if we were to put that in here? All right, I think I got a plan. All righty. I'll tell you what. I think it's looking pretty cool. I hope you're liking it. Get some coffee. So I'm just using a very small amount. I'm just barely touching it to my paper. And I don't know if you can see, it's not even really sticking up. It's just a little tiny amount. I'm dragging the glue over and squeezing just a small amount at a time. You could also use like the No Clog writing cap by Scrap Perfect. It has a small nib. You will want your paint or glue to be a little bit runnier because it'll be so thick it won't go through the needle very well. So add water if you're trying to use that with your Aleene's Tacky Glue. I'm liking it. Do you like it? I'm trying to say I don't want it. Yeah, I think I want it here. Congratulations. You love the metallic? That's embossing powder, Carol. Embossing powder. So I'm just going to take this and kind of attach it to the back side of this image. And then we'll get a little glue. Uh-oh, Junkie Joe is in love with Cynthia today, apparently. She keeps winning the little contests. All right, let's put that right here. Sometimes what I'll do too is I'll put an acrylic block on my paper or put it inside a heavy book, and that'll keep them flat as well, by the way. I was just thinking of that idea. What did Jennifer, is Jennifer getting in her house yet? 7 days and counting. Oh, good. You're there. So close. And let's put this guy right there. Yeah? Yeah, right there. You like it? That embossing powder just kind of adds a little bit to that background. And again, it doesn't look like, oh, she made that background. You're like, where did she get that cool background? Well, she made it. She's that talented. Or he. Yeah. Oh, I bet Jennifer does. She is so ready. All right, I'm going to turn this. I'm looking to see. We'll put it down here in the corner. I need to put some Distress ink on this, I think. And if we cut... Look! I have some more of this green stuff! If Robin ever comes to visit me, I know she's going to try to hide everything lime green in my studio. I think that's what I want to do, is put that on there. Okay. Junkie Joe! Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, y'all did you answer my question on how you like to eat your cookies? Because I didn't see it. You got to ask again. Answer again. Can't talk. I guess I got distracted. That's easy for me to do, y'all. Ignoring Linda Israel. Okay, that's what I thought. Exactly, Carol. That's what I like about it, because they don't take up a lot of space, but you're getting all that texture in there. Hey, Gabby. Welcome. Hey, Kristen. Hello, Julie. Dunkin' Milk. Dunkin' Milk. I love dunking my cookies in milk. All right, I like this. Let's put this on here. And what kind of word phrase could we use on this one? Got beautiful. Maybe beautiful. Let's do that. So we did some gel printing. We made a master board. I am putting together journal cards. And we got a bunch of journal cards out of one 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper of artwork. All right, I'm going to go ahead and glue this together. I like putting dots if I'm dealing with meshy stuff. All right, let's put that right there. What do you think? Double stuff more with a bowl of ice cream. Oh yeah, cookies and ice cream are good. I see milk. Cookies with tea, very good. Julie down in Australia, she likes her cookies and tea. Double stuff. Chocolate syrup on your ice cream. Oh, that's pretty good too, Mariana. It is milk, right? Dunk it in milk or tea. That depends on cookies. My mom used to dunk hers in her coffee when she ate cookies. Now I want some milk. It's not the same in almond milk either. I tried eating oatmeal or Oreo cookies with almond milk, and I was kind of like, oh, this does not make me happy. All right, I think with this one, we're doing a butterfly theme, mainly because I noticed these were on my desk. So I'm just picking up what's on my desk, what's near me. That sometimes will happen when you start creating, especially if you're using certain papers that you already have laid out. Well, then just keep getting them and playing with them. I just saw this little piece, but I kind of like the way this looks. What if we put that guy up there and then get a phrase that would be good? Now you're getting hungry from cookies? Cookies! Hercules will react to that word. He likes that word. How about that? Oh, we have this too. Let's do this one. I think that's better. Okay. All right, let's glue this down. Apply some distress inks. Let's see what you get. It's cold today, Julie. Almonds don't give milk, Rhonda says. Well, they do. They can squish them to make almond milk. I switched to almond milk a few years ago, part of weight loss management, trying to stay away from too much cholesterol items. And I like it. I make coffee or, my lattes with it. And it's not bad. I think I'm going to go here. Yeah. And maybe just a small piece of this. Let's see what we can get to go here. So smaller. I painted my fingernails. You'll probably can't tell that they're blue glitter. Alright, I'm going to put a little dot of glue. I'm going to spread this out a little. There. There. Kind of bunched it up a little bit. There. And then this will stick out down here really well. That was a quick one. This was just a rubber stamped image from Beeline. It's part of the Butterfly Beauties Cube. And I colored them with Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. Beeline Designs allows you to photocopy your work with their rubber stamp. So I photocopied or scanned in the butterfly image, printed it out, and then I went over them after I fussy cut them with some Tulip Dimensional glitter paint. So it's got a little bit of glitter on there. Alrighty. Go ahead and join the raffle if you haven't already. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more journal cards to make. I need to clean my hands. No one's allowed to go on holidays. Yeah, y'all are really still on lockdown, aren't you? It's cloudy and windy. We had nice weather today. I went out walking for a little bit this morning. You like organic milk? I like the taste better than regular milk. Yeah, exactly, Cynthia. I used to live on a farm, and we had dairy goats, so we would make everything out of dairy milk. Hercules is good. He's over there laying on his little pallet. He turned his head towards me, and he's looking at me like, why are you talking to me, lady? Okay. Let's enter the raffle for this little tag. And Cynthia gave me some more prizes, so I'm going to get another one. Yeah, still in lockdown. They're letting us go tomorrow. Limited businesses can start tomorrow. And then, or no, everybody can start tomorrow. The hairdressers, nail salons, massage therapists started last week. So this week it's everybody else, except for sporting things, but they're talking about sports stuff. All right. Branson, Missouri, Rhonda. And you're still on lockdown up there, aren't you? Western Michigan. You guys get cold temperatures up in Michigan. I don't want to live there. It's too cold. It's cold enough here. All right, let's do the giveaway for the little tag that Cynthia made. So the winner is Karen. Queen City Arts, Karen. Congratulations. I think I have one other prize. I've been going through all my stuff, getting it ready to ship out. Congratulations, Karen. You got this little tag. All right, I'm going to put this away. We're going to do a new raffle. And these are some more little things that Cynthia made. So she's got some yellow, canary yellow, maybe some scraps of scrapbook paper or something. I love the little stamps. Are those from Dina Wakely or Jane Davenport? Those are pretty. Lots of pretty colors. And this is thick. It's like almost like a real thin corrugated chipboard. So it's thick and substantial. I like that. I don't ever make my stuff thick like that. So we're going to do a... you're welcome, Karen. We'll do this little tag card. Tags, and let's do yellow. Yellow tags and cards from Cynthia Dossett. I hope I spelt that right. I don't think I did. All right, that looks better. Let's see. This is pretty cute. Cute, cute, cute. You know, I didn't make a tag, did I? Love Jane Davenport. She has some pretty stuff. I'm going to make this one more into a tag, maybe. I'm going to cut this in half. That's what I'm going to do. I've just created more. So this is about 2 1/4. So I'm just going to fold and crease it so I know where to cut it. Try to get it straight. Straight! Could tear it. I think that was looking right. Okay. So now I have this little strip. And this was 4 inches, so I'm going to make it 2 inches. And now we've got these little tags. So I'm going to put that on here, and that's going to go on here. And we're going to cut the corners. So I've got a punch. What did I do with it? Ha-ha! Alright, so I'm going to take this punch and punch. I'm going to do both of them at the same time. It should be able to do that. Some of these punches can do multiple layers. Alright, so I cut those pieces. So now I'm going to look at this. I think I'm just going to go ahead and just glue that in the center without changing the corners. Or maybe I will do all 4 corners. Let's see. I'll kind of give it a different texture. Putting that on there. Okay. Did y'all enter the raffle? So you can change your mind when you do stuff. It's okay. It's my prerogative. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put some distress inks on these pieces. You got big plans for the weekend, any of you? I'll be probably working. Oh, the 15th, you're going to start opening up in Branson? Good, good. Yay, Sarah, you won the FFA. You won some junk books. Alright, so I like that. I think, though, I need something more in the background of that piece. I'm going to get a scrap of paper here. And what stamp could I use? Let's use the Iron Works. This is the small one, or medium, I think it is. Small or medium. And I think I'm going to stamp this. I'm trying to decide how I want to do it. I can also go this way. You won't see all of that texture, but you'll see some of it behind this piece. Does that make sense now? Does that kind of look, you see the patterning that it's put around the edges? So if you got a card and you're like, it's too plain, it needs some other texture, you can do that. So you can kind of see the difference between it being glued with that and then this one with the plainer edge. Now let's glue these together. You're getting it ready to be purchased? You're going to sell your cabin? You like those for bookmarks? Yeah. Finishing some greeting cards for your shop. Good job, Kristen. Yes, sling is officially off, and I'm hoping fussy cutting is considered physio. Just make sure that you do your exercises, Barb, in between. Take breaks, because you're sitting in a certain way, and that's probably not good. And so you'll need to stretch every once in a while and do the strengthening exercises that I'm sure they've told you to do. All right, so we got those two little pieces. What if we were to take a little piece of this stuff and make a tie? Is that too much? I could put these little butterflies on there, but they kind of blend in. What if we... Let's do... Oh, I got faith and magical. I don't think it needs any other images. Do you like the idea of using a piece of this for the tie, or just get some ribbon? All right, that'll go there. Oh, with an RV. Oh, neat. I'll get the car. Okay, gotcha. So you purchased something. Nice. Good job. I love it. It's Project Sparkle. Rhonda says ribbon. Okay, I'll look for some ribbon then. Terry says cheesecloth. Get some ribbon. Poor man's lace. All right, I like that. All right, let me get a piece of ribbon. Let's see, I had some. Oh, I've got. I have lime green ribbon. Lime green ribbon. Let me see what else I got. Ribbon. I've got ribbon. We could use this on there. Let's do that. It has the lime green and the blue, and it's just a funky pattern, so it's just kind of different. Great pops of color. All right, y'all get entered in the raffle. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and poke holes or punch holes in these. So I'm going to use the 1/4 inch, I think it is, right off of there. Now, if you're worried about the hole tearing out, you could have punched a circle and stuck it on there and then punched holes all through all those layers, make like a hole reinforcement. Robins, you all stink. You know you love us, Robin. I'm just going to cut a couple pieces off. I think I'm just going to tie it through there. Sometimes ribbon is so thick that if you try to loop it through and make what I kind of consider like a slip knot, you'll tear everything. You're going to go to your safe place. All right. I kind of like it with it going across that way too, but we can readjust it. It's not easy being green. See you later, Candia. You do love us. We apparently love you too, since we pick on you. Ah. Pick on Robin. We were picking on Carrie there for a while, you know, the black square. Why is there a black square on my screen? Who remembers that? Alright, so there is 2 tags. What do you think? Look cute? Cutesy! Alright. Do we make more tags? What do we do now? I think this one is pretty with just that butterfly in the center. So I'm going to add some distressing. Oh, I know an idea I can try. I haven't done this in forever, and it'll probably be an epic fail. Never mind. I changed my mind. Oh, so Hobby Lobby's opening on Monday. I haven't looked to see. I did see someone say north of us in Edmond, Oklahoma, our Hobby Lobby was open up there. And I'm not positive if the one near me is open. I need some glue. I just emptied out my big bottle of glue into that one. So I need to get some more Aleene's tacky glue. I go through a lot of glue. Dish it out. You gotta be able to take it, right? Till May 15th, Mariana. I like the way that one came out. It's quite pretty. Let's pick a different word. How about dream? And I'm gonna add a little more distressing to this. And maybe we'll put it right there in the corner. Just simple. Didn't know that we could get so many pieces out of one masterboard, did you? So now you would have a whole set of cards that you can split up between multiple projects or use them all in one because it all matched. Oh, Michael's is doing curbside, Terry says, by her. Oh, yeah, the end of the month of May, and you're being forced to wear masks in public. There's a couple of cities here in Oklahoma that state they will give a fine if you are in public without a mask on. But Yukon did not do that. El Reno had a $100 fine, and I can't remember what the other city was. Let's see. I used this one, didn't I? Oh, here we go. Don't forget to fly. What if I put that right there? All right, so I'm almost done with this set, and we'll look at my other mixed media pages. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the photocopy of the one I made last week and add some texture to it and make some more journal cards. How's that? You like that one? All right, last one. I'm going to do pretty much the same thing to it. And then I'm going to clean off my desk, and we're going to work on the one we made last week. All right, did everybody leave? Let's see. Embrace the journey. That would be good on there. I could get rid of that. You were forced to. How are we supposed to wear masks too when you can't breathe in it? Yeah, you have to be careful with those breaths. You can. get sick from carbon dioxide poisoning from your own breath. You don't want to get sick, Cincy? I understand. I did go see my doctor, not for an illness, just my checkup that I have to get every so often. And I was talking to her about being sick in January. She says, well, you can get tested for the antibodies. So when I get my blood work done in a couple more months, we're going to throw that in there and see if I got it. The mask fog your glasses. If you will, I can't remember what it is now, but there's some stuff you can put on your glasses that will keep them from fogging up. Put your mask on, hold your glasses for a moment, and then put it on and see if that doesn't help. Thank you, Jennifer, for your donation. And Barb and Mariana, Karen of Queen City Arts, Mary Jones, Amanda Dawn, Janice, Cynthia, Rhonda, Jennifer, and Robin. Thank y'all for your donation. Oh, yeah, you wore yours upside down. Some older woman at Walmart pointed it out. I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, well, no biggie. All right, so here's what we made just really quickly. So you kind of see the hint of the butterfly in the background. 2 little tags. This one. These with the other stamping elements. So you can keep them relatively simple, you know, or you can elaborate and put lots of other layers on top. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 elements out of one 8.5 by 11 piece of paper that I just cut up into pieces. Cool, huh? That's funny. All right, so I've got, this is the photocopy of the original masterboard. And I like the way it turned out using the napkin, and we used gel print. We did some rubber stamping on top. So why not, let's add another element of texture to this, and let's add some embossed images on top. And I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to do these different butterflies on here. I may even grab one more. Let's see. Looking at my stamps. Okay, so here's all my other butterflies. Thank you, Terry, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to use this guy. I think what I'm going to do is put these on here. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Jennifer. Like so. So I've got them all in a little line. And I'm going to clean off this stamp. Yeah. Because it had Distress Oxide on it. Maybe I'm not going to use the big one. Maybe I'll just use the little one. All right, let me get out the embossing powder. And my little spoon. And I've got my Versamark ink. And we're just going to ink this up. And I'm just going to find random places to stamp. All right, since it's such a big line, I need to kind of know where I've stamped already. And it looks like I may need to make some adjustments. No, I think it'll work. Okay. Okay, so I got one here. This one didn't turn out as good, so I'm going to re-ink and stamp. Oh, that's why it didn't come out, because I'm in the wrong spot. I was thinking it was further over than it was. There we go. I found it! And let's put one going this way. Here. And maybe one over here. Yeah, I talk to myself. You're watching, you're listening. I hope you are. Probably going, what is she doing? I don't know. Making a mess. Okay, where's that other one? Alright, I think I need some in here. So now by adding the embossing powder over the top, I'm giving it a whole nother dimension to a photocopy. It's called getting expert advice when you talk to yourself. Thank you, Barb. Ah. All right, so we're going to heat this up. It needs a little red or yellow, you think, Robin? Okay, maybe. Maybe some yellow. Could do a little bit of red. It's got some tealy colors. So maybe what we can do is find some cardstock that we could use. Do you feel like you're in a Twilight Zone? Talking to you is fine. It's when you argue with yourself and lose that that you need to worry. Okay, Kim, I got you. I got you. No, I don't want to do it that way. But you got to do it that way. No, I don't want to do it that way. Oh, dear. Too funny. Need some of that green cheesecloth, Terry says. Hot lime green. Oh, poor Robin. You're so abused. Your grandson is the only one who argues with you, Janice? Is everybody else afraid of you? Very few people argue with me in person because I get really loud. And you really have to make me mad for me to burst and start yelling at you. I've done it though, and they deserved it too. He's 20, thinks he's grown. Yep. Dawn dish soap. Thank you, Deanne. Use some Dawn dish soap, a little drop to wash your glasses to keep them from fogging. Thank you. Thank you for Deanne. Thank you. It's all grown up. It could be a baby crab, a crab green. Oh my goodness. Y'all are so terrible. All right, Robin. Y'all behave. Robin's got to step away a second. Don't be yelling at her. Hey, hey, Cynthia, can you watch the room in case there's a question or anything? All right. Okay, I think. Oh, right here. Missed the spot. Sometimes you have to stop and look at it. All right, I think that area. Paper gets hot, y'all. Don't burn yourself. Okay, I think I got it. Cool it off. You like the hair dryer? It's a heat tool. It's a heat tool. All right, well, let's just cut this up. Maybe we'll make a 5x7 journal card and some 4x6s, maybe. What if, move this over here. If I cut 1-inch strip, that's kind of cool looking though. 1-inch strip. And if I do 5 and make this 7. So we'll make that the journal card just as it is, that full size. And then we'll do something with these smaller pieces. So this is 5 inches. So let's go, what's 3.5? 3.25. So 3.25. And then this piece is, let's do a 2.5-inch strip. And then we'll have some tags that we can make. Oh, wait. So I need something to back these with for journal cards. So how about a purple? Maybe. We could also do the same teal. But I know Robin said we needed some yellow. Maybe that's what we'll do is we'll make some yellow cheesecloth. I also have a gel print here somewhere I saw. Maybe a little piece of that. So, I don't have a lot of yellow. What if we were to back that with a little yellow? It's actually a golden yellow. So there's a different shade there. So what else I have here? That's a whole different shade. This one sure is bright. I think I'll go with this darker yellow. This one too. Okay. You like the yellow? Yes, they make teeny weeny gel plates. That's what I made at the beginning. And that's this one. There's a set of 3 that you can get. And then I didn't use my round really. I just used the little one. Alright, so I think what we'll do is these are going to be elements. These I'm going to cut up and make into a journal card or a tag. So let's do this. I want one 5x7 piece. So I'm going to do 5x7. And I think I'm going to use this piece on here, like that. I've got this little piece left. So we've got 6 inches. So let's do a 4x6. And maybe we'll put that on there. And we've got this little bitty piece left, so maybe we'll just make a card out of that. The brand of the gel plate is Gel Press Petites, and then it has a hexagon. Let's try and get it to you, an oval. So you get a 3-inch rectangle, 3x2 I think it is, rectangle, and you get the 1-inch oval and the 3-inch hexagon. Here's my other ones. Okay. I'm going to set that over here. We may use it in a moment. Okay, so I've got some scraps of paper here that I may use. Yeah, why not? I like that. She wanted red. I know what we can do. I had to push my thinking button right here in the corner of my eye. Birds. So what if we did something like that? I'm choosing birds to go with the butterflies. And trying to bring in a little bit of a different color here. I may change this because of the butterflies are going that direction. And I may start it here and then bring this down here. What do you think? Yeah. You can get those gel plates off of Amazon and some shops. And there's links for the larger gel plates. I'll have to get the link for the little ones. Okay, gotcha. I have them in one of my live streams, but I probably didn't save it in our spreadsheet, Robin. Alright, so I kind of like that. I'm saving this piece because we're going to use this scrap left over. So first what I'm going to do is take this piece and cut it. And then we're going to end up using this piece over here. Okay, so we're going to put some distress inks on these pieces and let's glue them together. Wow, you know, it's already 2:30, y'all. It went pretty quick. Oh, somewhere I have a link, but it's probably in a... Well, I'll get it later. I'll get it shared later. Alright, so this piece and this piece are going to go on here. This piece is going to go on here. And I'm trying to decide, do I put it up higher and stamp the shabby stitches here? So it kind of gives the illusion that it's on top of something. Yeah? And I think I'm going to overstamp on this. Time flies when you're having fun. Then I think I'm going to stamp this guy. All right, tell me when y'all are ready to go, and we'll start the, we'll do the last raffle. Did we make it to gold, Robin? All right. And then this guy's going to go right there. You like that? I wonder. Oh, it'll bleed through. I don't want to do that. Let's do this one. I've got a pen, and I'm just going to see what this looks like. I don't know, can you tell the difference between this side and this side with the black mark? I can, but this is a great way to define your pieces. And I always forget to do it. Just one journal. All right, so we're getting close to doing the last free raffle. So if you haven't already, join the raffle right there. Cynthia's like, it's my lucky day. We'll put that across here. I know you can't really see the stitches, but you're barely there. I like that. Okay, so now let's stamp a saying. How about laughter is the best medicine? We've got that. It would actually go better here. I've got believe. I might use that. Okay. Where? Oh, where? Oh, we got live each moment. Let's do a live each moment. I like that. The big gel plate you can get on Amazon. You can get it at Hobby Lobby, but you can't use a coupon. Live each moment. What's that? There's your yellow and a little bit of red, Robin, that you said you wanted. All right, so then let's do this one. The birds are from the Songbird kit that Norella made, and it reminds me of my mom every time I see that kit. Time's fun when you're having flies. Oh, fun, Carol. You love that, Terry? Thank you. Thank you, Robin, for sharing the links. All right, so if we have these guys in here, what can I put? Because I think it needs a pattern on here. So, I know what we'll do. I've got this postcard collage rubber stamp. So I'm going to ink this up. It's a big stamp. And I'm going to have to stand up to get to it. All right, so I've got the postcard collage. And we're going to stamp it right in the middle. I'm going to stand up. Aha, that's what I want. Okay, and then we put this on here. We're getting a little more texture. I just noticed I didn't stamp all the way across the top, so why not? We'll just do this. I'll stamp stitches on that edge like that, and then we'll put these pieces on. What do you think? The Chinese place that we order from has been closing early, so we haven't been able to, and they were also just closed for a while, so we haven't had Chinese food. I think I might get some this weekend. I want some sushi. I like that. I think more weighted towards the bottom is where I want this piece. Welcome, Marla Joe. Welcome. All right, so we'll put that here. It's just layering on that. Do you like the layering? Are y'all still with me in here? I guess we're about done. If y'all haven't already, join the raffle. Because hadn't it been, yeah, it's been 2 hours, so we need to do the raffle here in just a few minutes. I like using this sentiment, so I think I'm going to use it again. Up there, yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I'm playing around with it. There we go. That looks a little better. Nice to meet you. Oh, you saw me online? Well, hey, yeah. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, if you all haven't checked out the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group, please do so. We love to have you visit. I'm going to do that pen technique again. And this is just a cheap felt tip pen that I picked up at the dollar store the last time I went. Well, I take that back. A month or so ago. I didn't buy any more this time because I knew I still had some. I don't know, I kind of like this technique. I don't usually take the time to do it. If you're wondering. Oh, I made a mess. All right. Well, when you make a mess, just go ahead and keep going. Do it on purpose. Come on. There we go. Got it. So what do you think of that? Hey, glad to have you, Kim. First time here. Well, welcome, Kim. Been cutting out my botanical die cuts, yeah? Yeah, a skinny cut would be very handy. Do you like that one? I thought that was kind of cute. All right. So we've got these two made. And I've got this. And I thought it would be kind of fun because of that splash of red there. And let's find... Aha. I've got a piece of music. Kind of... I want it a little bit square. Alright, so what if we did something like that? On top of there. Okay, so I'm using all the pieces. It's an extra embellishment. Do you like it? Love the collage? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There are no mistakes, only happy chances. Alright, so we got that going on. We could stamp the butterflies going off the page over here on the corner. I'm going to clean my stamp because I did use the Versamark and I forgot to clean it. Don't want to cross-contaminate, y'all. I may only do 3. Let's move this around. Yeah. Okay. It's still wet. Alright, so I'm going to stamp going down this side. Oh, I got to get them together right. So my goal is to stamp kind of going off the page and in this bottom corner. What do you think? That kind of works, doesn't it? All right, so let's glue these together. What else? I think before I glue this down, no, that does not work. Let me apply some Distress ink. Sometimes I just need to do that touch. I've got another idea I want to do. All right, so I've got the curly swirly stamps. So I'm just going to go all the way around the outside edge. I mean, it gives it a cool touch so quickly. What do you think? Just going around the edge that fast. And then if we put this coming down here, put that on top, we're getting a cool little composition. It's a coloring book page. It was a scrap left over of something that I made out of a coloring book page. And I'm just using it. But you could also just stamp on a white piece of paper. Maybe I should do that. Oh, I made it too short. Oh well. And then we'll put this guy right in there. We need a little sentiment. And I think, let's look at my words. How much something just as simple as be brave. I think that works. Just kind of down just a little bit. Be brave. Oh, hey Julie, what's your question? You got 2 glitter dusters. Ooh, that sounds like fun. I like it. Do you like how that turned out? That was a napkin that was glued onto there. All right, so here's the pieces. I can't move my eyes independently. I'm not a crafting lizard. Oh, too funny. Okay, so I made those pieces. Are y'all ready for the raffle? Just interesting comments, Linda? Okay. Oh, dear. Okay, so we've got this piece and these two pieces. Let's make some little tags and a little journal card out of these pieces. We'll layer on top of those. That's too funny. Mariana was the what are glitter dusters? Thank you, Karen. You like them? You like them? All right, so let's do the raffle. Yeah, everybody wants to. What's a glitter duster? All right, y'all get in the raffle. And then we're going to open up the last raffle. Those of you that have made a donation, I greatly appreciate you doing so. And because you have made a donation today, I'll have a raffle just for you to win one of 2 journals that I made. I'll show those here in just a moment. I'm going to finish decorating these little journal cards really quick. Probably just add some sentiments or something like that. I'm already looking at this, maybe using that as a place to write the word, type the word, print the word, stamp the word. Yeah, stamp the word. That's it. Journal on there. Oh, too funny. Y'all are funny. Okay, so oh yeah, I have an Instagram. Yes, if Robin will hit the let's see, exclamation point social, that'll show all of my social media connectors. What do you do now? You're here, Chris. Welcome. Type exclamation point Raffle. Is the chat really off? Oh, it's a Tim Holtz thing. Okay, gotcha. Oh yeah, you automatically, if you won the FFA or Boss Bot, you won some junk butts. And when you get to 2,000, you can get a coupon code. All right, I think everybody's in the raffle for these little yellow tags that Cynthia made. So let's pick a winner. Mariana, you won these tags and journal cards. Congratulations. She probably wants me to show her again. So you get all these little cards that Cynthia Dossett made. The yellow and the pink together. Super cute. You gotta be kidding me. You won! Set that over here. All right, so the last raffle that we're going to do, I'm going to read off everybody's name. You donated, so you get a chance to win this journal. And that is Terry, Jennifer, Barb, Mariana, Karen, Karen of Queen City Arts, Mary Jones, Amanda Dawn, Janice, Cynthia, Rhonda Bennett, Jennifer Smith, and Robin Finnessy. Yeah, I'm going to seal that with duct tape. Exactly. Clear rock candy glitter works in. Oh, cool. Congratulations. All right, so we're going to give away and reset and go here. And this is for donators only. All right. Open giveaway. There we go. All right, so we made these. So I'm going to set this aside for a moment. And I'm looking at these guys. I'm going to apply some distress inks to them. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Now's the time. All right, so I've got this piece. What if we were to stamp the word, we got believe, and then cut that to fit in the corner, maybe? Yeah, why not? We'll try it. Where's my stamp pad? Aha! And then we'll just apply some distress inks to this. Yay! You snooze, you lose. Alright, so what if we were to put that on here? I like keeping it somewhat flat, but what we could do is funny. I got a little piece of fabric. Is that too bright? I don't know. What do I do? I think I like that. This is just where I was cleaning off my brayer onto a scrap of paper. What do you think? That looks pretty good, doesn't it? And it kind of gives a little bit more dimension to the page. That and that. You like the font on that? It's a beautiful stamp, isn't it? Yes, the Believe stamp is in the store. It came out when I did the Christmas stamps. Let's put that right there in the corner. Okay. Right about there. And then just like that, that page, it was just a mess. It looked a mess. But you end up with a really pretty card. Okay. So, we've got these pieces. All right, so now we're into these pieces. So let's make this one a tag by using the punch. Okay, and we'll apply some distress ink to this. Okay, let's make this one too. And this one I'm going to leave. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some distress inks to these. Thanks, Julie. Alright, so we've got these little tags, and we've got scrap of paper here. Let's dig around in our bag of goodies. How about if that one went to go there on that tag? don't know if I want the saying. I have this little faux postage piece we could put on there. And I have the baggie full of butterflies somewhere. Here it is. Let's pick a butterfly or two. I don't know, maybe that one. I think I like that one. I don't think I like that one. It blends in too much, doesn't it? I don't know if we can make it pop with... Is that better? Maybe that's what it needs right there. Because it was just blending in too much. Wasn't it? Wasn't it? And maybe we'll put... a little piece of that. And we'll do the same with that one. And then we'll be done. In a moment. Alright, I think... for interest... I tore that. I tore it! Let's add some distress ink. Better with the blue. Alright, so that looks better, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Maybe like that. In the corner. And remember. Maybe we'll put remember there. Maybe dream on this one. Oh, wrong spot. Okay. So maybe something like that. Okay. The blue pops it out, doesn't it? You have a long way to go. You're getting there. You're getting there. Okay, so we got those pieces. I think maybe just something like that. I get all caught up in my own head and I don't talk to y'all while I'm doing this. Alright, so what are you thinking? We got it. We're getting there a little at a time. Let's go ahead and glue these together. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mariana. Thank you. Bye, Kim. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping in. Alright, Robin, I did print a cat kit for Monday. No yellow. I could put a yellow bow on it, maybe. I like that. And then do I want to put... I can't decide where I want this. I have a little scrap of teal. I was just wondering if that would... Why don't we do that? It's something different. So it's just a scrap that I had left over from cutting up the journal cards earlier. And I'm going to go all the way across the bottom. You could use washi tape for this. Scraps of paper. You got to tell Margie, I got the Lovable Kittens by Calico Collage. And I printed that off. So now I've got to fussy cut. Monday. No, don't put yellow, Julie. Okay, I won't. Alright, so there's that one. I want to put it more up at the top. Yay, cats! Everybody's happy about the cats. And Beeline Design only has one cat rubber stamp. You love that kit? Oh, good. I think I can do that underneath there. And to help, we'll let it dry, but we'll do the pen around the dream. That should help it stick out a little bit. Oh yeah, no, I'm getting ready to show the raffle journal. One moment. I was still creating. We're running late today. Using the solid colors kind of breaks it up. Okay, what do you think? I thought I would go ahead and go right around this guy a little bit to make that stand out. You want to make sure your glue is dry before you use the pen on it. Sometimes it won't write. All right. You like those? And then here was the big card. So we have all of these pieces that we made, which kind of lent a little bit more to the teal side. And then from that same board, this piece and this piece, I made these cards. So that gives us a good variety of cards right there. And then from the other master board, we made these. It just keeps going and going and going. All right, so put these away. Now I have lots of journal cards I can use. I need to sign them. So these journals I made using some of my random leftover pieces, and the majority of these leftover pieces were from the All About Robin kit. I had a whole bunch of already printed pages left because the printer miscalculated and printed extra pages, and so I've been using them. I've made 2 covers out of the Artful digital add-on papers that Norella used my gel prints and stencil designs to make this print. And then this is from the All About Robin's kit, and then I did a teal Curious with a little bit of craft on top of it, so it gets that little bit distressed. And that's from the kit I said already. All About Robin. Okay. Aw, thank you so much. I'm glad you like it, Robin. Thank you, Cynthia. Oh, good, Karen. Thank you so much. Thanks, Julie. Thank you so much. I'm glad y'all liked it. So that was the All About Robin's kit. And I wasn't really planning it at first when I was making these pages. And then I remembered, oh yeah, I've got birds in that kit. So I got out this rubber stamp from Beeline Designs. Thank you, Terry. I'm glad you like them. Stamping over here. A coloring book page. That's from the All About Robin's kit. Stamped on there. This was using some of my new tear-off pages. I just had to have that color, and I just thought, let's have a pop of color in this journal. So that's kind of fun. And these were gel print, leftover bits and pieces. And then I used the vine stamp, curling vine. I always say the wrong one. And there's a variety of different kits here. Some of these are from the All About Robins, and I think this is from Grandma's Garden. Rubber stamped images that were colored with tattered angels, and then I just stamped on a scrap piece of paper in the background. This is a doily that you can barely see the paper doily, a heart from Calico Collage and a piece of fabric. And then this was just some journal cards that someone sent me, and I just stuck it in there. Thank you so much, Sandra. Here I use the stencil that comes in the All About Robins kit, and I used some Distress Oxide inks and just went ahead and filled in all the little squares here and there on this. I'm waiting for the dancing sheep, so you can kind of see all of the texture. You can still write over the top of it. Use a piece of sheet music. Cynthia had donated some little hearts that she made, and here it is. I have a heart punch, so I just punched it out of craft cardstock, and then I used the postmark collage to stamp on top, and then layered it with just a couple other elements. So I thought I'd show you that really quick. Using those tear-off notepads and stamping on it. This was a mop-up page that I had cut apart and decided to use a portion of it there. Little pocket here. So just a lot of eclectic things that I put with this, but try to keep the same journal pages in it. I don't know. I think I did all right. You know, adding all kinds of neat stuff. They are 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper folded in half, so it makes them 5.5 by 8.5. Yeah. So here's some. This, I took one of Norella's jar printables, and I told my computer to print the whole 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper as a 5 by 7, and it shrank the little jars down. I like that size. They're almost artist trading card size. Washi tape. Thanks, everybody, for being here today. Some journal cards I made. This is when I was cleaning off my dauber from one of my mixed media sessions, and I just used that background. Okay. Beeline Designs, Beeline Designs, Beeline Designs. Tattered Angels, Glimmer Mist. This is one of my stencils from the Stencil Club. So that's the first journal. And then here's the second journal. Basically, the differences are the covers are a little different. And then occasionally you'll see a different image. Like this image is different. But it's pretty much the same concept. I don't know why. I get into this mode where if I make one journal page, I go ahead and make two. If I have the supplies, I'll make 3 or 4. And it's just easier for me to just, okay, this is all I got to do. I got to cut all these the same size, do this, do this. Okay, that's easy for me to think about. Okay, same concept with the little jar. All right, we're going to do the drawing now. So if you have donated, please get in that drawing. If you didn't donate, you're not eligible to win. And then you're just going to tell me, do you want the robin or the heart journal on the front? Okay. I'm looking at the chat. You're very welcome, Maria Jo. Thanks for being here, y'all. Mariana's in the raffle. All right, we got Janice, Mariana, Jennifer, Chris, Williams. I didn't see your donation, Chris. It may have been a mistake. Terry, Karen, Owens, Robin Finney, Queen City Arts Karen, Barb Dingwell. Yep, she got her donation in. Amanda Dawn donated, and Sandra Lewis donated. Got that. Okay. All right, so when I call your name out, let me know which one you want. Monday, I'll be back doing Lovable Kittens. We'll be making a journal live, kind of doing some eclectic pages with it, if that makes sense. I don't think it's going to be all strictly the Lovable Kittens. I haven't decided yet. And then, of course, next Thursday, we'll be back doing some more mixed media. If there's something you want to see more of, let me know. If you like the mini gel printing, you want me to do some more of that, I can do that. If you want more mixed media master boards, we can do those as well. I may even make a few more of these pages and do some more gel printing on top of these pages, because I think that would look really cool. So yeah, let me know. All right, we're going to pick the winner of the journal. I thank each and every one of y'all for being here. I greatly appreciate your support. And I hope you give this video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends if you know somebody that might enjoy this. Hopefully they'll come hang out with us. All right, let's pick the winner. Janice Brammer, you won. Which journal would you like? Oh, thank you, Connie. I like this size too. I like being able to, oh, the sunflower kit is called Sunny Days. I think that's right. Sunny Days or Sunday Mornings? Sunday Mornings. Sunday Mornings. You're welcome, Queen City Arts, Karen. Bye, Terry. Thank you. The second one, the Dream, this one here. Alrighty, we can do it. So Janice is getting the heart with the dream on the cover. She liked that one. And she can add some more stuff to it if she wants. And remember, I don't have a problem. Take the journal apart. Cut the pages apart. Cut it up. Use it in other places. Or write in it. Or use it for inspiration. Use these. Okay? They're not a sacred item. I have Youthful Yellow. And Norella has Sunday Mornings. I think it's what it calls. Either Sunny Mornings or Sunny Mornings, I think. The heart. Got you, Janice. Thank you, Cynthia. I'm glad you thought so. Thanks for being here. I think it was Sunny. I'm going to do Sunny and see what I get. Sunny Mornings. That's the journal kit that has lots of sunflowers in it. I'll get you the link from Norella's shop. There you go. Oh, it doesn't like that link. What? It thinks I'm not a moderator? I think it's because the link's too long. Yeah, Sunny Mornings. You're welcome. Thank you, Sarah, for being here. Take care of yourself, Barb. Thank you, Karen. You're welcome. Yay. I'm glad y'all had fun. Y'all have a great weekend. I feel better, Barb. Am I going to... No, not today. Nope. Just the dream. Thanks for being here. Good job, Sandra. Get it written down. Alrighty, well, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to eat a little snack, and I've got to finish some orders and go see a friend of mine. Y'all have an amazing day. Thanks so much for being here. I'm going to get off here. Bye. Lots of love to you. Be safe this weekend. Bye bye.